Hello and welcome to the Surprisingly Music Podcast. I don't know why I enunciate it that way, but I do. Get over it. I'm Trevor.
I'm Taryn.
And we are here to music review things.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are bringing to you Black Pistol Fire, Deadbeat Graffiti.
Deadbeat Graffiti. Let's talk about the band first before we get into our personal opinions.
Yep. Our opinions that are based on our musical interests.
Yeah, we're just jumping right into it, apparently.
It's kind of like how I don't like it when rapper reacts to, Demolisher by Slaughter to Prevail. It's like, why do I want a rapper's opinion? Like, I want like a fellow metalhead's opinion.
Why does anyone want our opinion?
Comedy. Like, we're not giving like just honest, yeah, so the album was really good. I like the guitar work. And yeah, it was a good album. Like, we throw some jokes in there. We're having a good time. Because these bands are jokes.
Oh, one of your favorite bands, Darren. Panic at the Disco is a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, hear it here, kids.
Swancore. It's a joke.
Anyway. All right. So yes,
Graffiti.
Dead Pistol Fire.
Right.
Or Black Pistol Fire.
Dead Pistol Fire. Man,
Black
that's
Pistol
talking about
Fire.
my dick there. Dead Pistol.
And
Fire and blanks.
Comedy gold. There's gold in them there hills.
So we are brought today with another garage rock two-piece.
It's not garage rock.
Bluesy Boys.
It's not garage rock.
It sounds like garage rock.
Yes, but so let's talk about Black Pistol Fire. They're a two-piece, guitar and drums, which we apparently have a thing for two pieces.
No, we do not. You have a thing for two pieces.
Not like I don't know how, but they found me.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I have a thing for two pieces. This is the third two-piece you're bringing to the table.
Royal Blood,
Black Keys, and now this
Black Pistol Fire. Are you sure this is the second one?
This is
or the third one?
Yeah,
it's not the fourth one. Oh my god! The point of this show is me drinking, but I think it's become a problem.
Yeah, no, you're the one bringing all the two pieces.
I like them.
Yeah.
I like simplicity. I don't need 7 guitarists playing math rock.
Well, then you're going to love the band I picked.
Okay, we'll talk about that at the end of the episode.
Yeah.
So Black Pistol Fire, two-piece, drums, guitar. Canadian-born, little Kevin McCowan and Eric Owen, guitar and drums respectively, they met in kindergarten in Toronto. So they're from Toronto.
Who handles vocals?
Oh, the guitars, obviously.
Guitars. No,
this isn't a metal band. Okay.
Soundgarden.
Yeah, shit band. Wait, I thought
no.
Chris Cornell was
No,
Soundgarden.
no, wait.
And I'm like,
I know one of those bands the drummer sings because they put his drums at the front of the stage.
oh god,
Yeah.
that's so against God and nature. Ugh.
All right. They met in kindergarten.
They met in
Toronto.
kindergarten and formed, or they didn't make it in kindergarten. They formed the band in high school. They moved to Austin, Texas, so now they're an Austin, Texas-based band, which says a lot about their sound. For you music folks out there, you know Austin sound. You don't, because you're not into that music. But like, I guess the type of music that I listen to, and if you've listened to the other podcast, you know what kind of music I'm into and what kind of music he's into. There's a few sounds that are like Austin and Nashville are the two. And not country music. That's bullshit, okay?
Yeah.
Blake Shelton can go fuck himself. Cheating whore.
There's no way that man deserved to win Sexiest Man of the Year one year.
Oh, yeah.
No fucking way.
But John Legend didn't either. So.
Yeah, they both just look like hot garbage.
You know who did? Matt Damon, 2007. Okay? He did. Jason Bourne. Okay?
Dude,
Matt Damon.
he's always looked silly to me. Like, he's never been like hot.
Even when he was ripped, he always looks confused.
Yeah. There's something about his face says like he's like a super sweet guy, and I don't associate sweet with sexy.
The Martian's a great movie.
Oh,
It's one of my
wonderful.
favorite movies.
But do you know what's even better than The Martian? Deadbeat Graffiti. It's not, but let's talk about it.
Yeah, so just a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got their start in 2011.
Okay.
So they're a pretty newer band. Not even 10 years old.
That's pretty young, like, respectively to, like, the rest of like rock music around them.
Yeah, and obviously with them being an Austin band, South by Southwest Festival is held in Austin, and they got big there. They had a breakout performance in 2013, which led to them getting other festivals and breaking out there as well. Governor's Ball, Lollapalooza, Coachella, all those sorts of festivals. This album was released in 2017, so it's a newer album. Let me see. 2017. It's got 12 songs on it, and it's 41 and a half minutes long. I mean, there's not a lot of stuff that I could find on them. They're surprisingly not as big a band as I thought they were.
Yeah.
Because I'm hearing a lot of their stuff played on. I don't listen to radio, but it comes up in like, on recommended stuff and places where I wouldn't think that I would hear stuff like that.
So
They're almost radio rock.
why I think that is they just care about being musicians. Like, they're just making the music. They don't need to be so like upfront with like who they are. They're making music, and that's what they do. Like, they don't need to like make all this Twitter drama to show like, oh, these are like the conflicts and stuff that led to this album and stuff like that. So it's like, I feel like they don't have a lot of backstory, but that's just because they're following their craft. They're just making music.
Yeah.
Like, they don't need to be personalities. They don't need to.
They let their music be their personality.
Yeah.
And that was definitely evident on this album, which we'll talk about. I do need to say something, though, about this band. Because I feel like I'm a music snob. Would you say that? I'm a music snob.
You can be snobby, yeah.
I can be snobby. And I'm very proud of my music tastes. And I did not...
I don't like that.
I did not discover this band on my own. I had some assistance from my ex-girlfriend. She...
Which one?
Shut the fuck up. You know which one. There's only one. I'm alone forever.
I get that.
Unfortunately. But... yeah, I'm not gonna cry. Yeah, she showed me a song from this band.
Not gonna cry.
Not from this album, though. Not from this album. There's actually a couple songs on here that I had on podcasts. I'd never listened to this album all the way through. Mm-hmm. I had just found a couple songs that I liked that were like in their top.
Did you mean
songs.
to say playlists? You said podcasts.
Yeah, I meant.
I listened to a few of their songs on podcasts.
I mean, I could have. You don't know me. But no, on playlists. There's a couple of the songs on here that I have put on playlists. And that was all that I'd really listened to. So this is the first time for me listening through this album as well. Mm-hmm. So,
kind of like with a Wolf and Bear, where like I knew them, but I never really like slapped through an album.
Yeah. So let's jump in.
Yeah, let's jump in.
All right.
Let me grab my notes, my young man notes.
I know. I like to write things down. Is that weird?
Yeah, it's weird.
I have journals all over the place.
I know.
Okay.
I read them. It's fun. It's true comedy.
I'm gonna lock those up.
It's true comedy right there.
Wow, that's an asshole move from a best friend. Also, just a quick side note.
Do you really think I read your fucking journals?
I don't have actual like diaries.
Yeah, like I saw one that said like camping equipment in it, and like it was a list of just camping stuff. So
I like to make lists.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I'm going camping. That's weird. I'm going camping in the middle of winter in Oregon. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. So I don't know what I was gonna say, but yeah, let's jump into it. You got your notes there, Bucko?
Yep, got my notes.
The opening song of the album is called "Lost Cause."
Really good song.
It bangs right out the fucking get-go.
So the opening, I wouldn't call it like the riff, like, you know, there's like that build up, then the riff starts.
Yeah.
When that build up was going, I was like, okay, let's fucking go. And then the riff kicked in, and I was like, it's another blues garage rock band.
Just get over it.
I was like, really? How many are there?
So actually, they're not considered garage rock. They're considered southern rock, garage punk. They're garage rock.
Yeah. That's like being like, no, they're not post-hardcore, they're post-melodic.
You go through all the genres of metal with me all the time. Did you know there's Slav metal?
That's not a real thing. Those are both memes.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're memes. Yeah.
There's songs that you can listen to.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Like-
it's a music.
Yeah, but it's like there's a entire genre that you could just meme as being like Billie Eilish core. Like now that like she's popular, other people are imitating it, and yeah, it's just electronic pop music. Or trap pop or whatever you want to call it, but it's just like people could be like, yeah, it's Billie Eilish core.
I mean,
And just
it
meme
therefore
it.
becomes a thing, you know.
Yeah. But anyway, Lost Cause.
So yeah, it starts off pretty quick. It's got a nice intro.
The riff is a lot of fun.
Leads into a nice beat. The vocals matched it.
Yeah, the
and
vocal performance was pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
It was like a lot of the garage rock stuff you've brought to the table in the past. Literally,
I've just been really basic.
literally
vocals.
just the Black Keys. Because like Rural Blood, I wouldn't call garage rock. They're heavier.
Yeah, they're metal. No, I'm just kidding. They're not.
Wow.
They're hard rock.
But no, like Thick Freakness definitely like the vocal performances between Thick Freakness and this are night and day.
oh yeah, the vocals
yeah.
on this are way better
They
than
do
the Black Keys.
they do stick with that like kind of distorted like sound like effect on the vocals where it's like that kind of like scratchiness to the vocals. It's almost like the Killers. I hate to compare them to such a terrible band, but like the Killers.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, and he gets what I really like about this song is when he starts to sing, the guitar kind of gets a little. It's not the focal point. The vocals become the focal point.
Yeah, and that's kind of, that's what I liked about this album more, is because I'm more vocal centric, as we've talked about in the past. And it was like the guitars were cool, but once it came time to sing, the guitarist took a step back and he let him sing.
Which is also key to a good blues song because the guitarist is usually also singing, and it's really difficult to play an intricate blues or any riff and sing.
Yeah.
That's why Jim Henson doesn't sing for Polyphia.
Probably one of my, this one video I saw a while back, a band called Protest the Hero. They sit in the same area as like Polyphia and stuff in terms of like super technical riffage. And this YouTuber was doing a cover of it, and it was 2 separate videos of him singing and playing. And someone was like, why don't you just do it at the same time like you do in your other videos? He's like, not even God could do both of these parts at the same time.
Yeah, no, it's,
Like,
it's very difficult.
Just like
and
the
then,
amount of focus.
Okay, and then to wrap it up for my thoughts on this song, at the very end when the drums kick in, oh fuck, and that's just a taste of what you're about to get for the rest of the album.
This song had like a lot of energy. Like it
did have a lot of energy. I like songs that start off an album with high energy because I feel like you have to start an album off with high energy. Unless you're Bon Iver.
I don't know what the fuck that means.
Bon Iver, the singer, the indie singer, coffee shops. Just think of coffee shops.
Okay.
Like music you would hear in a coffee shop.
Okay. I don't know who that is. All right, moving on.
I don't know what that person looks like. So.
Anyway, this song and the next song, Bullet. Actually, like most of this album, it like a lot of the bits and pieces of it, I could see being part of the music soundtrack for Punisher. Like the season 2 era Punisher. Like a lot of this, like I could see like, one of the like verses playing over like a fight scene or just like something like
and there were
him pulling bullets out of wounds and
there were
stuff
some
like that.
slower parts that could have been
like
emotional parts that could have been used.
Like,
this
like
is a good soundtrack album.
Like it's definitely got like a good like vibe to it where it's like okay.
Think of that, Hollywood. We know you executives are watching. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Taryn will fuck you for a part.
I'd suck your dick to be Batman.
God damn it. I knew you were going to say Batman too. Thanks, Joe Rogan.
All right. So next song, Bully.
Bully. So it kind of comes in with a slow guitar, a little bit slower. But the beat gets me grooving, man. I don't know what it is. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like, headphone.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
I hate seeing white bitches do that, where they have like the headphones off their head and they're literally just like holding it right there.
Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what's up. Uh-huh. That's my shit. Girls.
This one was a little too bluesy for my taste, and it was doing it, but they were trying like just too hard to be like super vibey, where it's like
I was vibing.
I get it.
I was
okay.
vibing.
I'm
vibing. So,
I was hitting skip.
the claps. Really, you didn't like the song because this is one of the songs that I had on a playlist. This is one of the ones I knew before.
I mean, like I listened to it probably like 5 times before I started hitting skip. Where it was
I like
like,
the chanting or whatever it was.
Oh yeah, that was nice. The like kind of like gang vocal.
Yeah,
kind of
the clapping beat
Yeah.
was great. I like that. The lyric that I liked, I think it was the chorus, because the song is called Bully.
Yeah.
And we all know what bullies are. But it goes, I like it when you play too rough, so let me know when you had enough. I like that. I like that lyric. I want you to say that in
It
bed
sounds
with
a little
someone.
rapey.
Yeah. Well, no, it's... I don't know. Wait, which one is he? Is he the... I'm not going to say rapey or rapist.
Okay.
Whatever.
And
the fucking ending solo on it, man. The like high, it's like up the neck of the guitar.
Yeah.
I looked up the tab for it. It's not, I don't want to say it's easy. But it's just like
easier
really
than it sounds.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah.
It's easier than it sounds.
Which is a really good skill. Being able to make something that is kind of like not easy to play but more intermediate to play but sounds advanced. Like that's a skill. Being able to like,
which I feel like the blues does.
Yeah.
It makes it sound a lot more difficult than it is.
Yeah.
Because you got all these little things that you can do and add to just add some flavor to it. You know, you throw in a little bit of onion.
Paprika.
Yeah, a little bit of paprika. Next thing you know, you got a delicious jambalaya. I don't know why I started doing Chicago.
Yeah.
When you can go eat your lasagna pizza, you fucking freaks.
What, do you like thin crust?
I like normal pizza. Deep dish pizza is lasagna.
I like thick pizza, but definitely like the Chicago stuff is like absurd.
That's lasagna.
It's absurd.
That is just fucking lasagna. And fucking fight me.
Kate Garfield.
Okay. So, next song.
Last Ride.
Last Ride. It starts out with like a harp.
I thought it was like a... Oh yeah, no, this is the one with the harp, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a different...
And then you got these female vocals going, it's like in the background, which I loved it. And then once the guitar kicks in, it's got that... So
I know I'm going to butcher the name of it, but this sounds a lot like Jack White's other band, the Raconteur.
The Raconteurs, yeah, that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like them.
It does, actually, now that you say that, which is weird that you bring that up. I should be bringing that up because I love Jack White and everything he's ever done.
Like you could throw this song in the middle of any of their albums and it would just be like, yeah.
You're right, and that's really unsettling me right now. Oh, I don't know why I didn't know that.
Okay.
And I was like, I really like this. It sounds so great. And then
sorry for bringing it up.
Yeah, I don't know why it's making me mad. It shouldn't be making me mad.
Well, anyway,
it's another band that I like.
This song was super funky, and I digged it. Like
you dug it.
Yeah,
you were into it.
It had like a nice like funkiness to it.
The female vocals. Or
I didn't like. You could take it or leave it. Like it wasn't like a make or break for me.
It just added something to it, and I don't know, and I really enjoyed it. Maybe because I'm seeking female companionship and I'm lonely.
The outro solo, I don't know what he had going on his pedal board or like in the signal chain on the computer, or however they recorded it, but it sounded like so weird but so fucking cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
Like
it was that riff was the riff during the verse was so fucking nice, and I don't know how he was doing that while singing. Fucking impressive.
And then like the tempo of the song was just like that perfect, like right up the middle. It wasn't too fast, it wasn't too slow. You just gotta like power through it.
Yeah, it was something that I could vibe to, you know, trying to go to sleep, or it could pick me up. It's just which mood I'm in.
Yeah.
And then I could just sit there and, you know, vibe. If I say that word one more time, I want you to punch me in the face.
Okay.
God damn it.
But yeah, so Last Ride was definitely one of the upper like tier songs on this album for me. I really liked it.
Yeah, it was a good song. I really dug it too.
yeah.
Next song is "Speak of the Devil."
More like Speak of Depression. Jesus Christ, this song
my
was
God.
dreary. Like it was just like I'm listening to it like maybe I should swerve in the oncoming traffic.
So it's got a great intro. It's kind of a like loud, and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, this is gonna lead into something, and then boom, slows down.
Yeah.
But it gets groovy.
I mean, like, I'm just not much of a like ballad guy.
I don't know if I would call this a ballad.
But I mean, like, you know what I mean. Just
I
like
know
that
what
it's,
you
like,
mean.
Slow.
He was kind of so it was it was kind of this was slow. This
Yeah.
was not like the last song where it was in between. This was slow.
Yeah.
The part that I liked was where when he was singing, it would go to the lo-fi. It was almost sounding like he was.
Yeah, the lo-fi like fast part.
Yeah, it would go to the. It sounded like him. It being recorded through him talking through like a speaker.
Yeah.
With the
like,
distortion on it.
He would
lo-fi.
go from like kind of like
Normal.
well, he would go from like singing like the kind of like quarter note tempo, then he would like go double time through that lo-fi.
Yeah.
That was like my favorite aspect of the song. I literally have it right fucking there.
Yeah, no, it was a great
I wish
part.
he did that more instead of
I
the
don't.
whole like
It ruins it.
the whole like she left me alone, long ass pause. I don't know what I do, long ass pause, and like it was just like just
Wait,
sad.
was that in the song?
I don't know if those were actual words. I literally just wrote down words making fun of it because it was just these random like kind of disconnected like I miss her so much. I don't know what I do. And it's like
Alrighty
I
then.
get it. You're sad.
Fuck. You're sad too. Do you want to talk
Yeah.
about all your fucking sad songs that you listen to?
Where are you?
I'm so sorry.
But yeah, this was definitely like lower on the list for me, but that's just because it's a slower song. Like I just don't dig them.
I liked it. But the part I really liked was the ending, was the solo that he
Oh,
goes for on the
yeah.
ending, and it's just like I was like, what are you gonna do here? What are you gonna do here? Because a couple of songs ago, in Bully, you had a great fucking solo. So how are you gonna top that? And he just, I felt like they just said, just go for it, man. Do that thing that feels like, bend some strings and get it going. It was a pretty average solo, but it was still a good song for me.
Yeah.
So.
And now the next song, Don't Ask Why, is my favorite.
Really? It's your
Yeah.
favorite song?
It's my favorite song on the album.
Because I think it's a good song.
I
think it's a
really
good
like the
song.
riff. It was dope. It was super upbeat.
Yeah.
I could totally see My Chemical Romance playing the song.
Really?
Like, just like the kind of like attitude he had to the vocal, like that kind of like sassy, like,
Yeah.
like it's definitely got that like kind of like edginess that early My Chem had.
That's what's so weird is you remember the vocals from it.
Yeah.
I don't. I just remember the instrumentation. And like you said earlier, is you focus on the vocals. So that's
Yeah.
so I'm gonna think about that now choosing bands forward.
Okay.
Or God, fuck,
So
I
you're
don't know
gonna
how to speak.
choose like bands that don't have vocals?
Adele.
Huh?
I'm just gonna choose Adele.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Adele? She's a good singer. Okay?
Yeah, she's a good singer with garbage songs. The bridge 2/3 of the way in, around like the 2-minute 15-second mark, had like this real like bluesy take on like a metalcore breakdown. Like it was like it took like the root notes of the main riff and like slowed it down and did it like all in the first octave. So it was just like this kind of like breakdowny section, and I was like, they know what's up. They know good music.
This to me was like this really brought forth the southern rock of their sound for me.
Yeah, I can hear that.
It almost sounded a little Lynyrd Skynyrd to me, a little bit. But then they dashed a little bit of like garage rock blues in there. They dashed a little bit of Black Keys in there, and they got this almost ZZ Top sound, which I loved.
I've never listened to ZZ Top before.
You've heard them. They're a very famous band. You've heard them at
You
some point in a
you
movie.
say that about so many artists, and then
Oh,
I
ZZ
don't.
Top has been in a movie that we've watched at some point.
Okay.
I can almost guarantee it.
Okay.
LaGrange. I know you're not knowing these, but people who are watching...
I haven't seen
know it.
LaGrange.
No, LaGrange is a song with that.
Oh, okay.
Sharp Dressed Man. Every girl crazy about a sharp dressed man. The Duck Dynasty theme song. Jesus
I've never seen Duck Dynasty.
Oh, you've never been drunk on a Friday
Dude,
night.
I live in the Pacific Northwest, not fucking Alabama. Jesus.
Yeah, but people still here, for some reason, have southern accents.
Yeah, dude.
It's like you were born in Oregon.
You were born in Oregon City. All right, there, partner. Hearts of Habit.
Hearts of Habit starts off with a little chanting, but this song sounded exactly like an Arctic Monkeys song, like in their style for me.
Kinda, yeah.
Like their AM album, so they're like, "Do I
Yeah.
Want to Know? Are You Mine?" album era. That's
Yeah.
what it sounded like, and I was like, "Damn!" But the song,
Super forgettable for me.
it was starting to do that, but then the chorus brought it back for me. The chorus really picks it back up,
Yeah.
and like saves the song for me. Yeah, you can't undo the sins of the first part of the song, but
Well,
it salvaged it.
It was just like, it was between two songs that were like way better than it, so I guess that's why it was kind of more forgettable for me.
That gets me excited about what he just said, because you'll see why in the next few minutes.
Okay.
What you just said makes me very excited.
but yeah, like it was just another slow sad boy song. So
I don't
and it
know
was
that.
between two bangers. So I was just like,
I'm so excited.
so I just kept hitting next so that I could
Really?
get,
This was a skippable song for you?
yeah.
Oof.
Only this song and what was it? Bully were the only two skippable songs.
I'm still
for me.
shocked that you skipped Bully.
They were Oh, I thought you were gonna say you're still shocked that we're about to talk about Fever Breaks.
So,
You're not gonna like what I have to say about it.
you said it was a banger.
Yeah, you're not gonna like what I have to say about
Okay.
it. And
We're
back.
we're bad podcasters.
Yes, we are.
So the next song is Fever Breaks. So it's kind of good that cut right there.
Yeah.
Fever Breaks. You have some hot takes. Tell me your hot takes.
So
hot
this
chips.
one, the song feels like that kind of like, I don't know how to describe it perfectly, but it's like almost like the Strokes. It's a lot like the Strokes, like that kind of like driving down a Midwest highway with the top of your car down, hair blowing in the wind. Like this is the song you listen to while that's happening, and it's kind of like the Strokes, like the early Strokes back when they were good.
I don't know enough about
It's like
the
that
Strokes.
like highway rock vibe to it, you know?
I don't see that. But so I thought you said it was a banger though.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yeah,
You dig it?
I loved it. Like it was definitely, it was the only good slower song on the album anyway.
Do you want to hear my take on this one?
The
The song Fever Breaks, or should we just end the podcast now?
should we just end the podcast now?
All right. Fever Breaks, I think, is actually probably one of the greatest songs ever written. I'm not even kidding.
Get the fuck out of here.
I am not even
You listen to
kidding.
Closure in Moscow, man. How can you
Fuck
say that?
off. Sweetheart was a good song. I think this is probably
Not
one
even
of,
on the album we reviewed.
I think this is a fantastic song.
Oh, I thought it was really good.
I
Definitely
loved
the
it.
the build up at the end was so fucking good.
So I just want to break this song down for people who haven't listened to it yet, because let's be honest, 3 people are going to watch that, and it's going to be one of us twice.
What?
It starts off with that organ, you know.
Yeah.
It just, just a few notes of the organ held out, and then you start to get these passionate vocals, just this crooning of sorts.
Yeah.
Then you get this bright guitar,
Mm-hmm.
dun, 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 and it's just, and then you get the clapping, which
Yeah.
they really use that really well on this album. Just the clapping. There's no other percussion or anything like that.
Yeah.
Then the guitar gets a little bit distorted,
Mm-hmm.
brings it, okay, there's a little bit of rock. Then it goes back to clean. And then you get some slow emotional guitar that keeps in key with the vocals. Then at 2 minutes and 52 seconds into the song, you finally get some drums.
Yeah.
And then it starts to get loud, like
Yeah.
not like rock loud, but it's just like he's yelling passionately. Everything is just getting like really
bigger and
bigger.
and bigger.
It's getting bigger.
Yeah.
And then fucking solos to the end, man.
Yeah.
That's a good way to end a song too. End it high on a solo.
Yeah.
That's a different formula, because the formula is always put the solo in the middle.
2/3 of the way in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And they're ending on the solo.
Yeah.
It's fucking great. I think this is one of the greatest songs ever written. Kevin McCann and Eric Owen, I love you guys for it.
Oh, right. Yep. No, I definitely loved the song. It was a lot of fun to listen to, which I was not expecting, because the first time I listened to it, it was like, yeah, this is good. But then, like, when it kept playing more, I was like, okay, this is really good. Oh, man, this goes, man. Let's drive a little faster down the highway. Let's I don't know.
Let's swerve into oncoming traffic.
Woo!
Oh man, we're dead inside.
And then next, Coattails.
Coattails.
The intro was fucking weird.
It was dreamy.
Yeah.
It was like this dreamy style.
I thought I was listening to like Church of the Technochrist or something.
God, let's not talk about Closure in Moscow ever again.
Like, no, it was definitely just like a more experimental intro, in terms of like, it was just like weird.
It was, yeah, I get that.
It was super out of place for the rest of the album, but I liked it because I like weird shit.
The reverb on the guitar I loved. It's got a funky beat. It grooves. I can feel the vibrations.
I have a note about how the guitar tone was really, really, really out of place and weird, but it worked. Like, it was just like when I would hear the guitar tone and just like, it didn't sound right at all for the rest of the song, or for the rest of the album, but it worked here. And obviously, that's why they did it, is because it worked. But
the fucking chorus, man, is a banger on this one. I love it. The fucking drums on it, though, I just now was like listening back to it in my head, just doing the beat. Fucking drums, like keeping up with that. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking keeping up with that. The drums are going underrated. Drummers are.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like here he's kind of just doing what he needs to, which is good. Like he's definitely just like,
that's very underrated though.
He's eating the serving size he's supposed to.
Like. No, I see what you're saying, but that I think is what actually probably makes drummers better. That they just do what they need to do.
I don't know about that, but
it depends on the band.
Yeah.
The White Stripes, where you have Jack White on guitar, you don't need a great drummer, because that's not the focal point of the band. It's in blues and garage rock and that sort of stuff. It's the guitar that's the focal point.
Yeah.
It's just a backing beat. I've been, unfortunately, the type of person who shits on Meg White from the White Stripes as being a bad drummer, which she's no Luke Holland, Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, he's a big YouTuber.
Yeah, and but she did what she needed to do.
But I mean, Jack White's no Ichika, so
that's fair. That is fair. Although Ichika just does the same thing over and over again, but in crazier ways.
Yeah.
I don't know what he does, but it's not real.
I love that riff so much. That is
Coattails. It's a good fucking song. The lyrics are banging in it too, man. I'm feeling with the vibrations.
Like it wasn't like mind blowing to me, but it was definitely like middle of the album.
This one and Fever Breaks were my two favorite songs off the album.
Okay, I can see that. This just didn't really do it for me. I didn't dislike it though. It was just like this middle of the road song where it's like, I'm glad that played. Next song, which I'm excited to talk about.
Really?
Blue Dream.
Blue Dream.
If the vocal performance at the beginning was a home run, this song was a fucking grand slam. His vocals here are so good.
His vocals are very good.
Like, he's definitely busted out the old talent there.
His vocals are very good, but you know what isn't very good on it?
What?
The instrumentation.
Well, yeah.
It was just bleh for me.
Yeah.
Which I want to just point out that we did not plan this. I feel like you and I are kind of somehow. I like it. I didn't like it. Well,
We're
I
just
like this
so
one. I didn't like this one.
I mean, like, it had, like, that kind of, like, nice, dreamy, flowy vibe to it.
I would hope so. It's called Blue Dream.
But no, dude, like, just what he was doing with his voice, it was definitely like, okay, you're singing in the other songs, you're singing what you need to, kind of like with the drums, you know, he's not doing more than what's necessary. This song, he showed, like, by the way, I can do more, but I'm doing what's necessary. It's kind of like the music a lot of, like, bands write isn't the hardest thing they can play. They're playing what sounds best. He's singing what sounds best for the album. But this is, like, his just kind of, like, gentle reminder, like, I can go above and beyond, too.
I agree. And, like, my note here says, it's okay, it's not my cup of tea, but the song does not detract from the album for me.
Oh, yeah.
It does not make the album as a whole any worse. It probably does make it a little bit better. I do agree with you.
Yeah.
The vocals are very, very good, but it's just not my style of song that I can really get into. But I would have to concur, my good sir.
East Side Racket.
Opening riff, god damn, that's A+.
The guitars are, like, distorted in, like, a crunchy, staticky, early punk way. Whereas that kind of, like, just, like, kind of, like, this, like, real, like, electric sound to it.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying.
I really liked it.
Yeah.
It was nice, fast, fun.
It had a fun chorus.
If the album was like this, I would have given it a higher rating. Like, if it was more of this the whole way through. Well, I mean, like, I'm not giving this album a 10. So that means, yes, it can be better.
Have we given anything a 10?
No. I don't think I'm gonna give it 10. I'm yet to find a 10 album. Like, my favorite album isn't a 10 album. I haven't found that one yet. Oh,
damn.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't even know what my favorite album would be.
Probably some Dance Gavin Dance bullshit.
Probably
Sorry.
Mothership, yeah.
It's not that Strawberry one?
That's a song.
Whatever.
Monster.
Strawberry Fields Are Forever.
I should have worn my new red shirt because I look like a strawberry when I'm wearing it. The red with the white dots on.
My face looks like a strawberry.
Yeah, it does. But no, this one was definitely a banger. I would have rated the album higher if this album had more of this and less blues.
I liked it. I thought it was a fun song. We both liked it. Why am I talking like Aubrey Plaza? I'm excited.
Yeah, dude.
I'm happy.
You're getting my dick rocking right now with that tsundere energy.
The what?
Using
you fucking what?
A term for the weebs out there.
Weeb culture.
So, what a tsundere is.
Are you my waifu?
On to the next song. Watch It Burn.
Watch It Burn. I'm going to say some good things before you say bad things. It's very emotional. It's got some very emotional finger picking on an acoustic guitar. It's very Lumineers for me. The Lumineers, you know? You know that song, Oh, Ophelia, you've been on my mind, girl, since the flood.
Nope.
Well, it's that style. You people know what I'm talking about. It's not like it's bad. It's done really well. It's just not my cup of tea again. It's gonna be a no for me, dog.
Yeah, this one's a no for me too.
Say some bad stuff about it though. I know you got it.
It was a really good vocal performance. He definitely was able to get a few dingers in there. But yeah, it was just another ballad. Another bluesy sad boy ballad.
I don't think it's considered a ballad. I don't know. I'm not a musician.
Do we even know shit about music?
Obviously not.
I use an electronic drum kit. I don't think I actually know what I'm doing. Like, yeah, I have the real drums in the corner, but I'm not going to ruin our neighbors' lives.
That's true. Oh my god. Can you keep it down?
Please.
But this song it sounded exactly like the Lumineers. And I was like, ugh.
I feel like
probably my least favorite song of the album.
I feel like, yeah, probably same for me. I feel like with this album, we're definitely comparing these guys to a lot of other bands. Like,
unfortunately, that's what happens.
We haven't done that much. Like, in this one, we've probably called them like 6 other bands. Like you'll be like, oh, this sounds like the
Well,
Lumineers. I'll be
well-
like, this sounds like the Strokes.
We'll get it. We'll get to that the album as a whole because I got some things
Yeah.
to say about that here in a
Okay.
second.
But yet again, proving that yet again they can rock hard.
Yeah, dude,
Great
fucking
closer.
punk intro, man.
Yeah.
That punk just. I'm like, what? What
And
is
then, like,
going
the
on?
vocal had some angst to it.
It did have some angst to it. Yeah, the intro is very punk, but then that main guitar riff of the song, which I noticed that most of the songs are very riff heavy. It wasn't. It was like, it's kind of what the Black Keys do, to compare them again. They find a riff and they kind of stick with it, which is just kind of what guitar does. But it was very southern rocky. Kind of. It was almost like, oh, what kind of punk band would you compare that intro to?
I would probably just compare it to a lot of like the like kind of like 90s punk. It's definitely not
Generic
like hardcore punk like Black Flag or anything like that. It's just kind of like
Green
middle
Day?
of the road. Well, they're pop punk, but yeah.
But it had a kind of
Yeah.
a really power chord,
Yeah.
intro,
yeah,
and then it was kind of like, 90s punk mixed with Leonard Skinner again.
Yeah,
Getting that southern
which
rock
is a
vibe.
different that's different. Like punk and Leonard Skinner, you very rarely hear them in the same sentence.
But you just heard it 3 times.
Yep,
So.
I'm just saying they did it well.
Overall, I don't know how I feel about the song. I kind of just said,
It was good.
It
I
was a
enjoyed
good song. It didn't detract from the album. That's the thing I want to say is all the songs did not detract from the album. They did not make the album any worse. Unlike the last band we listened to, where a couple of those songs were like, really, guys?
Who did we react to last? Wolf and Bear?
Wolf and Bear. There was one song in there I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. What song was it? Let me... God damn, I'm fucking dumb. Everything is Going Gray.
Oh,
That was a song for me. Which is the self-titled album.
Yeah, that...
Or that was the name of the album. That's sad.
I'm surprised that, that song sucked.
Yeah, Everything is Going Gray on the Everything is Going Gray album by
More
Wolf
like
and Bear.
everything is going... This podcast has been canceled for being homophobic.
Says the dude with not enough buttons buttoned on his shirt. Gotta show off your 3 chest hairs.
Yeah,
Because you shave
Yeah, I do.
everything.
Yeah.
Including your butthole, dudes.
Neck down, baby. Except for my forearms. I don't know. I think when I get in better shape, I'll start shaving my forearms.
Get that definition.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll donate my hair to you so that yours can be darker.
My hair's blonde. There's a
Yeah.
lot of it.
Yeah.
Let's
So it'll
say...
be darker.
Yeah, I don't know. I like blonde
I'm
hair.
a Wookiee.
Everything's blonde.
Everything is going blonde.
Everything is awesome.
All right, so overall, what are your
Overall
thoughts on the album?
of the album, I liked it.
Yeah.
I liked the album. The Black Pistol Fire, even though they're not the Black Pistol Fire, Black Pistol Fire, I'm going to compare them again. They sound...
I'm going to hit the button.
Yeah, you should hit the button before I go off. Sorry for people listening and watching. Black Pistol Fire...
Sorry for everyone who has to participate in this.
Black Pistol Fire is the next level of the Black Keys. I don't want to say that they're the Black Keys, but they're like taking it up the next notch, and I love it. It's so good because if you listen to some of their other stuff that they have going on, like their newer stuff, fucking dope. I'm loving Black
guys?
Pistol Fire.
Oh, I'll have to listen to more of them then.
Yeah, there's a song Black Halo, Pick Your Poison. That's a good one.
So this album feels like the inspiration from it, like mentally, came from the same place that like Thick Freakness came from, and a lot more of the earlier Black Keys. Because obviously, like with the El Camino album and stuff like that, they definitely gained different inspiration, start moving a different direction. I feel like both of them, Black Pistol Fire and the Black Keys, when they were recording Thick Freakness, like pulled from the same inspiration, but these guys did it way better. Like it's just
I have
like
to agree with that.
yeah, it's got like a lot of the same vibes.
I would pick this album over Thick Freakness, and you know how much I love the Black Keys.
Yeah, like these guys are definitely the upper tier of bluesy two pieces.
I would
like them better than anything Jack White's done, but
You haven't listened to the Dead Weather yet.
Oh no.
What?
I mean, I've listened to like 3 of his projects. At what point do I just accept the fact that I don't like Jack White? Like, how many times do I have to hear the singer of Hail the Sun in a different fucking band before I just have to say I don't like him?
Oh, somebody just got called out on the podcast.
Yeah.
You should come on to defend yourself.
They'd be a fun guest. That would be a lot of fun.
We need another microphone. Oh, we have another microphone.
Well, we would need a new mixer so that we could fit a 3rd microphone.
Oh, I guess she's just going to have to yell into your microphone.
They.
Fuck, I'm sorry.
I know. I'm just busting your chops.
I don't like this.
All right. Yep. No, I thought it was an awesome album.
Yeah, I liked it. I was shocked because, like I said, I had not listened to this album fully.
Yeah.
And it was a band that I didn't know a whole lot about, other than they were a 2-piece from Austin, Texas. Which I love Austin, Texas. We should move there.
No, we shouldn't.
I will.
We can
do this over Zoom.
Have a random like RV thing in the back that is all red on the inside, and have that be where we record our podcast. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Isn't like some?
Oh, you're talking about Joe Rogan's podcast.
Yeah. Why don't we just have only red lights in here? Then we can sit across a table from each other and just be like, yeah, man, masks, they don't work, man. Yeah, you just got to take vitamin D, man. Everyone just needs to go back outside, okay?
What's so funny is that after a lot of people were talking shit about Joe Rogan's podcast studio, the new one in Austin, Texas, somebody asked him about, like, well, what inspired you to make it this way? And he's like, oh, we're just doing it this way. We're actually building the real thing. This is just temporary.
Oh.
And I'm like, oh, how convenient. Like,
yeah, sure.
Like within the week.
It's temporary.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure he's building a real studio,
Yeah.
but only because he got a lot of backlash.
Yeah.
Come on the podcast to defend yourself, you little bitch.
Yeah.
Well, I love how I'm telling a fucking kickboxing champion that.
Bring it, Ro Jogan.
Ro Jogan.
Ro Jogan's allowed on the podcast. Joe Rogan's not.
That's fair. That was a good video. Joe Rogan versus Ro Jogan.
Dude, comedy gold.
Comedy gold,
So,
which is what this album or this podcast isn't. The album's not comedy gold. There's nothing funny about it because it's serious. It's seriously
I thought you were gonna say the album. I was like, were you listening to Bo Burnham?
Oh god, that's comedy gold.
Yeah.
Everything Bo Burnham's ever done is comedy gold.
I wish he had a comedy song album other than his first EP with Bofa Show, because I would 100% pick it. But that's like a 14-minute album, so it's like I'm not picking it.
Yeah. But Black Pistol Fire, good band. I think they're gonna go places.
Yeah.
I'm hoping they go places.
Yeah.
Listen to them if you haven't. I'm sure you've heard them somewhere. This album is, I think if I remember correctly, their first studio album. I don't think they've released a second one yet, or else they're about to. I think this is their only studio album, if I remember correctly. They've released a lot of singles, quite a few singles. But it's very good. Go listen to it. If you don't, you're an idiot, and I hate you. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
That's fair. So, you're looking up to see if they have any.
They
other
have a
albums.
2015 album. They have a bunch of albums.
Are those albums or singles?
Black Pistol Fire, self-titled album, came out in 2015. Don't Wake the Riot in 2016.
Oh, I guess I was wrong about that. Everything that I just said.
Usher Howl 2014.
You shouldn't drink in podcast.
Big Beat 59 2012. This is their 5th album.
Okay, I shouldn't drink in podcast. I'm sorry. I just like.
Hey guys, you did a really good job on your first album.
I would just like to apologize to the American people for what I have done here. I am sorry to have lied to you, but Black Pistol Fire is a very good band.
All right. So, should we go in ascending or descending order for the ratings? I gave it a 6.
You gave it a 6. I gave it a 7.5. Even though I wrote 8 down there.
It's better than a middle of the road album.
I give it a 7.5. It was good. I'm gonna put it in my rotation.
Cool.
It's gonna be in my rotation. And what I love about it is that it's what I wanted to do this podcast for.
Like pulling a band that you hadn't really listened to that much.
But I liked a couple of their songs.
Yeah.
I pulled up an album that I had a couple songs that I already listened to, and I found out that those weren't even my 2 favorite songs off the album.
That's cool. Yeah.
I want to cry. I'm so emotional about it. I'm so happy, but dead inside.
So now...
Does that mean girls who fuck me are into necrophilia?
Yes. So now that we are done talking about Black Pistol Fire...
Which is unfortunate.
Deadbeat Graffiti. Great album, great band. Happy to see what you guys are doing out there.
Yeah.
Now... we are going to be looking forward to next week when we talk about...
What thing are you going to rape my ears with?
The one, the only, the man, the myth,
Oh,
the legend. Johnny Frank of Bill Murray. Rich Sips.
Is this Bill Murray?
Yeah, it's a Bill Murray album. Rich
Not Attack
Sips.
Attack. Not Johnny
Yes.
Frank's from Attack. It is Johnny Frank's from Attack
Yeah.
Attack, but he's in Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Spell it for the people, Terrence.
Bilmuri, all one word.
And what's the name of the album?
Rich Sips.
Is it 2 words or 1
Yeah,
word?
2 words.
I am excited for this because you showed me Bill Murray, and I love him.
Yeah.
Is this one? Does this one have Eggy Pocket?
No.
God damn it!
Eggy Pocket's the name of the album.
Oh,
But that's a 2020 album that came out like a month ago. So I was thinking it was off the table, so I chose the 2019 release. So
what? He released an album in 2019 and 2020.
we have a lot to talk about next week.
Okay, we will be talking about Attack Attack.
Yeah. No, we'll be talking about Bill Murray.
Johnny Frank's from Bill Murray. It's Bill Murray.
Yeah.
Can we get Bill Murray on the podcast? Like actual Bill Murray
Can we
to talk about
can we
Bill
bring
Murray?
Bill Murray on to review Bill Murray?
Yeah. Hello, Bill Murray.
We just
Oh,
tell him like,
motherfucker.
"Hey man, we're reviewing Bill Murray this week and we'd like you to come on the podcast." And he's like, "Okay."
You know what we should do?
We start talking about an album and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Do you know what would be so funny? Is if we invited him over, and he stayed a couple nights, and after the first night, he would go to sleep and wake up here, and we would do the podcast. We'd hang out for a bit, and then he'd stay another night, and then we wake up. We would pretend like the previous day never happened, and just keep doing it over and over again. He would stay here forever. Because that's the plot of the movie Groundhog's Day.
Oh my god, we had no idea.
There's some idiots out there who do.
Yeah.
What's Groundhog's Day? Did you see that movie with Andy Samberg? Or that movie with, what's another Groundhog's Day movie? Oh, Tom Cruise and Edge of Tomorrow. Goddamn good movie.
I like Edging Tomorrow.
I like Edging Tonight.
Hey.
All right.
There's a lot of Groundhog Day movies and episodes of shows.
Supernatural. Best Supernatural episode.
Sweet Life on Deck.
I never watched Sweet Life on Deck.
Oh, yeah.
Neither did I.
Me neither.
Me neither.
I never watched iCarly.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I jerked down to iCarly.
Oof.
Like nowadays.
Nowadays.
I'm kidding.
There's some calluses on your hand, Darren.
Yeah.
Those are
no.
from drumsticks.
Now I just
From beating off. Get it? Beating off drums.
now I look at Jeanette McCurdy's current Instagram because she's hot. Anyway, we've gone off the fucking rails.
And
as
that
always.
is the Surprisingly Off the Rails podcast. And,
Oh, if we put surprisingly in front of it, it's our brand.
it's our brand.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm actually excited about this next week's
Rich
one.
Sips.
Rich Sips. Let's see if I hate it.
Rich
watch when I
Sips
hate it.
report dicks.
I'm not high-fiving that. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to plug our shit. Okay? Like us on the Twitter and follow us on the Instagram.
Links in the description below. Surprising Twit and Surprisingly Podcast.
Yeah. Check out Surprisingly Sober, where I get even more drunk and talk about why no one loves me. Taryn, what is the Surprisingly Sober podcast?
He's sober, I'm drunk, and we talk shit.
Well, no, you're supposed to say it's an unhealthy therapy session.
Oh, yeah.
Because I like to say the
that
same
every
thing
episode.
over and over and over again.
You say that I think you've said that every episode of every podcast we've done. Both surprisingly sober and surprisingly music.
Well, you've said surprisingly music and surprisingly sober on every single podcast we've done.
Oh, that's what it's called.
I know. So
you've said my name's Trevor on every podcast. Actually, that's not true because sometimes I introduce you.
yeah. So
Yeah.
my name's Trevor, and it's spelled with an O-R, not an E-R. You fucking
Who
idiots.
the fuck spells a E-R?
Idiots.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell them how it's spelled, Taryn. It's part of the mystery.
Okay. It's like that normal size battery. That's what you would use.
Hey.
Hey.
That's
hey,
funny. That's a good one.
Hey.
Hey. You should go. Hey. We are r// signing off now.